Hello, my name's Keith, and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about Mercury Retrograde. And yeah, I'm animated. I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling full of life and passion and desire, and nothing but a holy fire. Oh, I'm excited about this video and this video topic because it's going to be helping you guys. I'm going to make this video now so you guys stop failing your tests. Actually, for the people watching my videos, you're doing very well. I can see the first 30 people sometimes who watch my video, not in a way that YouTube shows me, or not in a way that's physical, but I'm able to see with my third eye certain people who watch my videos, and where people pause in certain parts of my videos as well, which I'll talk about that later. But onto the topic is Mercury retrograde. By the way, for the first 30 people who are usually watching my videos, thank you guys. You guys are doing wonderful. You're on track. You're actually taking my advice. You're doing very good. And you know exactly who you are. You know exactly who you are. So I'd like to take the time to say, for the first 30 people who are watching my video, thank you guys for doing so well. You're actually taking my advice. You're practicing it. And for other people as well. You know, it's not necessarily the first 30 people. I'm going to say the first 30 people are actually taking my advice and following it very well. And it's working out for them in their lives. Now, and yes, I'm making space for this video. Mercury retrograde. This is what this video topic's about. And you do have to understand, most people are failing their tests right now. And I really pause to just speak about this because what does failing your test entail of? What does that contain? Is it being mean or harsh telling you guys that? It's being upfront. Well, let's just say one way you know you're not failing your tests is that the pressure you felt over the past week or a couple of days or during the retrograde is not something you folded to. You immediately fail your tests when you get angry and take it out on other people. You fail your tests miserably. It's okay to be upset and to be frustrated and to complain a little bit. Because we're human, a little bit, not too much. But the second you turn to God and say, why would you do this, Lord? It has nothing to do with God. Don't even blame God. Don't blame your angels. That's how you lose angels, is they'll appeal. They'll be like, I'll come back in a couple of years, or sometimes never. Once you start pointing the finger at angels and be like, look what you did, and they're like, self-accountability, sir / ma'am, and they'll go help someone who's not being, they won't. Let's just say your angels, when you start pointing fingers at them and blaming them, they're just like, they understand at first, but then they get a little sick of it. They just get like really? You're not taking accountability? So this video is not necessarily mean. And yes, I'm in a different location, so I'm watching people. Especially because, I don't even have to show you guys. Can't turn the camera that way, but it looks like people are driving directly to me. So in this topic of Mercury retrograde, let's talk about what Mercury retrograde is about. So communication, shadows, heavily shadows, and I'm saying this in the aspect of more so teaching you about what you'll see versus the astrological lingo. So I can say, oh, the Mars in conjunction with this is not an astrological video. It's to get you ready for what you'll see with an astrological event. For example, when you see the tides wash up on the shore with the full moon and things start flooding, it's because the full moon's moving the tide. So the tide is, the video is not technically about the actual planet and going into retrograde. It's more about what it's doing to you guys and what you'll see from other people. People around this time are going to be flipping out. People will be flat out going nuts, going insane. People who have been built up over months will be snapping around right now. As a child of God, flat out don't deal with the person. Wear your tourmaline, wear your Mexican fire agate, and the karma is the worst right now too. So for anyone who disrespected me, for example, I shouldn't use people from my live as an example. Someone in live who got really nasty and snapped, the next day they basically lost everything. Everything was burnt to the ground. And Mexican fire agate does that because Mexican fire agate's cuckoo. But the thing is, when you give what you have to God, including your problems, and you don't deal with them, If you're to deal with the problems, God will let you deal with the problems because you claim the problems. So I'm getting you guys ready. People are going to be snappy. People won't be particularly normal. Your light will be blinding people around this time. You might see people, especially the people who have necklaces from me, you'll see people do this. Or like, it'll look rude. Because it's a light flashing. Basically, it's instant karma. So people are getting instant karma around this time. This planet going into retrograde basically means people who have a lifetime's worth of karma are going to see their karma. And it's going to bother them. It's going to make them angry and scared. And it's just going to freak them out. So it might freak you out a little bit. But once you know that everything's okay, and everything's calm, and everything's working out in your favor, I'm going to tell you a little secret right now in my video. If you see something get really crazy, and you stay calm, and you stay relaxed, and you're just like... Remember my video from yesterday. Why did I make that video yesterday? Because I said a certain planet's going into retrograde. Let me tell you guys right now, it's benefiting you. The energy, the gems in the water are being stirred up because the hurricane's hitting. And for the boats people that were vessels, because the body's a vessel, and they were sinking, all their rubies goes to the bottom of the ocean. And they're getting washed up. People's blessings are being transmuted in the energy of the universe, which is basically the fishbowl that we made. New energies are coming up to surface. New energies are appearing. And for the people who are aligned, and the people who are just have tunnel vision on, you know what you're doing. You're claiming those blessings just by moving yourself closer to God, and just by understanding different astrological and planetary events taking course. So a whole portion of people, like most of the world, doesn't know that people are getting really aggro on this time. So you'll see different drivers. You'll see very, very different drivers. That's all I can say. You'll see them getting a little more interesting. Pray for more protection when you drive. Wear black tourmaline and other crystals that you can get from Florida, stoneman.com. And very importantly, work with blue crystals at this time. And work with black crystals, blue and black. So around this time in particular, you're going to see people getting snappy, irritable, and you might be one of those people, but you have to know how to come up with a mechanism to pull it in, to calm down, because once you're able to identify that something feels different or something feels strange, it makes you a very powerful person because you're in control of your emotions. So many people are weak and powerless because they don't have any control of their emotions. That's what Mercury retrograde is going to be. Those people will be learning their lesson. They'll basically be like, Mercury retrograde. Actually, this is a time that you should get excited, because all competition, all occupied energies of abundance, because abundance, what do I mean by occupied energies of abundance? In spaces that were kind of occupied before, new spaces are being made and you're being put into them. New energies of luck are going up. What do I mean? You could have been number 3 in line, and number 5 in line would have won the winning lottery ticket, and someone had the intuition to go to their car to grab something from the car. They leave line. Now you're number 5. If that person did right, if they had their good karma, now you'd be staying in the same spot. So the energies of abundance is abundant, but you staying aligned keeps you secure in your spot of claiming abundance, especially abundance that other people have lost. Because the energies of abundance, I made a video a while ago about the secrets of when people spiritually attack you, when people verbally attack you, their blessings go to you. It's law of transference. I've made a video about that. Watch that video. It's a super interesting video, and it's a secret that only certain people will have the capacity to remember. Now, what else can you expect to see around this time? Disagreements. And like I said, this is the best time to pray over your car. So pray over your car, tires, etc. If you're ungrounded, do everything in the world to ground. Practice grounded meditations. Practice every form of meditation, because communication is going to be a little bit wonky. So you might have disagreements with family members, disagreement with friends. Things might get kind of awkward. Things might get kind of weird. or you'll just see different things pop up that you don't want to see popping up. So, in essence, ask God to protect you, and He will 100% protect you. Anything that's not supposed to be getting near you won't. So, you have to keep in mind, when you align yourself, you have to check yourself. Am I in the right? And how do you know if you're in the right? Ask God for guidance. Is this a good thing to do? Is this a bad thing to do? Because sometimes different scenarios can be completely different. So, in one case, you might see, like I said, it's not always easy to judge. So you might just not know sometimes. In other cases, you might know exactly. So, like I said, make sure you're staying aligned. And you can be like, okay, I'll stay aligned. Mercury retrograde is about different things popping up that you did not see. But like I said, it's a pattern. It's just a pattern. It's literally a perfect pattern. So, random thing that makes you feel like you're going crazy, losing your mind, it feels like you're being tested, it feels like things are not going your way. That's initially what you'll see in Mercury retrograde. Right after that, you'll see if you stay calm, and it's literally like you know those charts, like the bing yes, no, yes, did they overreact? Maybe you draw a little chart out, because it's the same pattern. And when you pass a pattern, it literally translates to new love, new money, new gifts opening. That let me give you an example. A little chart. We're making a little chart here. So if you want to write this down, number 1, situation or emotions pop up. Do you feel stressed? Yes or no? No, and I'm not gonna be able to keep track with this whole chart, but make your own little chart. Yes. Okay, after emotions pop up, and yes, I'm keeping track of this. Emotions pop up, things get crazy. You feeling emotional? Yes. Now it branches out to 2 other things. One box here says, are you able to calm yourself down? No? Yes. You circle no, it ends. So this chart over here, did you say yes? And it branches out, and you see what kind of chart I'm making. So it's literally the same pattern. So did you overreact? So no, yes. If you say yes, then it gets a little bigger. The chart gets a little bit bigger. So if you didn't deal with the emotions, or if you couldn't deal with it at the time, ask yourself, did you latch out? Let's move the chart down here. So did you lash out? Did you get mad? Did you take it out on someone? No, you kept it to yourself. You've dealt with it. Or yes? Because it's a no or a yes. Did you become in the wrong? Did you? Yes. So basically, at that point, you failed the test. Because as soon as you lash out at someone with negative energy, they're standing your ground. And ask yourself, did you stand your ground correctly? No or yes. And be honest with yourself, because right is right and not right is not right. So get in a habit of keeping up with doing right by God. So did you do right? Yes or no? Yes. And people are like, you're really serious. Yes or no? Because you can literally measure your karma. You can literally measure what's going on. So let's just say you passed the test, you didn't take it out on anyone, you made your own little graph, because it's the same. Once you realize that this entire world, just follow the same rules that the planets are going in. Don't go against the grain. Don't try to make new rules, because right is right, not right is not right. So once you pass a test, let's just get to the end of the chart. Did you pass? Did you make it all down the line, basically the passing line? Did you pass the tests? If you pass all of them honestly, and ask your angels too, they'll ring your ears if you didn't do it honestly. So, and yes, they will. They flat out will. They'll be like, incorrect. You're not right. So, ask yourself, are you in the right or you're not in the right? Ask God for forgiveness if you're not in the right, and ask for more guidance if you're not in the right. Now keep going down the chart. If you pass your test and you're doing everything right, and what you're doing is full of light, then be patient and wait, because you're about to see more money than you've ever seen in your entire life. That's how it works. Why haven't people seen that work for them? It's because they weren't honest somewhere on the chart. I have you guys just thinking about a way to map this out as a chart. How life-changing. Now, please be honest with your charts. A lot of you will be. So make sure you're in the right. And when you pass these tests, you just got upgraded. You flat out got upgraded. You can't see it, but it doesn't matter. Don't believe in what you can see. Now, I'd like you guys to think about this, because if you wake up, I'm gonna tell you right now, if you wake up and you don't account for every circumstance, you can't do that as a human. You can't account for every circumstance. But if you're not versatile and you don't understand that everything's working out in your favor, and you see something get kind of a little bit weird or funky, someone's mean to you, someone lashed out at you, whatever, because it's a whole chart that connects, and you feel some kind of way, and it tanks your vibration. You go down in vibration, you get mad or upset, it stays with you all day. You just fell out of the opportunity spectrum for blessings because your frequency dropped. Okay, so be honest with yourself. Understand that everything that's happening for you is working out. Every last thing is working out for you. It's just tests. It's just tests. Even the nicest of you guys will experience tests. So if God didn't care, he wouldn't be giving you these tests, because once you pass them, you upgrade. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Get blue and black crystals from FloridaStoneman.com for the Mercury retrograde. Specifically, tourmaline, and yes, amethyst as well. Amethyst, tourmaline, and sodalite's good too for Mercury retrograde. That's about it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Make sure you're always asking God for guidance, most importantly. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!